Former President Donald Trump back in the courtroom for the defense's closing arguments in a civil defamation trial brought by writer E. Jean Carroll. Trump walked out during Carroll's attorney's closing arguments. She was telling the jury that Trump responded to Carroll's sexual assault by, quote, trying to ruin her, and that Carroll should be given at least $12 million in damages. That decision will now be up to a jury of 9 New Yorkers. And ABC News investigative reporter Olivia Rubin joining me now from outside of the courthouse. So, Olivia, the defense, we know, is now giving its closing arguments. What's the latest? What have you heard?
Well, Donald Trump is now back in the room, and he is seated at the defense table as his attorney, Alina Habba, is giving her closings. And essentially what they are trying to do is tell the jury that what E. Jean Carroll experienced, the threats, the fear, the harassment online to her life, that she feared for her life, was not a result of the statements that Donald Trump made about her in 2019, which the judge has already ruled were defamatory. But what Alina Habba is telling him is that E. Jean Carroll failed to prove causation, that essentially she received the threats because Donald Trump made the statements. They essentially told the jury that E. Jean Carroll brought the attention on herself, that she liked the publicity, that she wanted it, that she hired publicists, that she hired an agent, that she was looking to revive her career, and that now she has come to court looking for money for Donald Trump in order to pay for essentially what she called Twitter trolls. So really trying to separate what E. Jean Carroll suffered through from what was caused actually by Donald Trump.
Olivia, I want to hang on what Trump did earlier, walking out of the courtroom in the middle of those statements there. This is not the first time that we've seen drama in this courtroom in terms of this case here. We've seen outbursts, the judge, struggling at times to kind of reel him in. Curious, what impact overall could Trump's conduct have on this case against him?
Well, remember, the jury is seeing all of this. Every single time Donald Trump scoffs, every single time Donald Trump shakes his head, every single time Donald Trump gets up to leave the room, the jury is seeing it. And this is actually the first time that Donald Trump has been in front of a jury. He didn't go to the first trial against E. Jean Carroll. He never attended. And his civil fraud trial related to his business is a bench trial. There is no jury. So this is the first time a jury is looking at Donald Trump and observing his conduct. And they are very likely seeing what everyone in that room is seeing, is that he's not happy about what he's hearing. He appears at times livid, especially every single time it is referenced that he has been found guilty of sexually abusing E. Jean Carroll as a result of the first trial. So they are seeing that, but they are also hearing what his attorney, Alina Habba, is saying to them, because at times she is running afoul of those rulings. She's saying Donald Trump was telling his truth. Of course, his statements were already ruled to be false, and she's not allowed to say that. And even though the judge strikes it from the record, there's really no undoing it, right? Morgan, the jury's already heard it. So you can tell them to disregard it, but they're people and they've already heard it. And that's likely factoring in as they're set to start deliberating likely as this afternoon.
Yeah, you're right. They've already heard it. It's already out there. Olivia, before I let you go, Carroll's attorney says she should be given at least $12 million in damage. The original asking was $10 million. So why the increase there?
Well, that actually stemmed from sort of a reputational damage expert that they put forth, who analyzed the damage that E. Jean Carroll faced to her reputation in the wake of Donald Trump's statements about her, that she went from being known as a journalist and a truth teller to someone being known as a liar and someone who makes things up. So that expert essentially said she conducted a study and found that it would take $12 million to put forward a campaign to change the public perception about E. Jean Carroll. And so they're asking for that money. But actually, E. Jean Carroll's team is looking for a whole lot more than $12 million. Because remember, they're looking for punitive damages as well. That is damages to punish someone for their conduct, and damages that are meant to be a deterrent so that they do not do it again. And a central theme of E. Jean Carroll's case has been Donald Trump is still defaming her to this day. It is nearly every single day that Donald Trump speaks about E. Jean Carroll or posts about her on his social media website, and that they need to come up with a high number that is going to make him stop. That's what E. Jean Carroll's attorney told the jury. What number is it going to take to make him stop? And they're hinting it's much higher than $12 million.
And of course, that 9-panel jury will have to come to a decision on that. Investigative reporter Olivia Rubin live for us at the courthouse. Olivia, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.